Hey guys and gals, Never here from Drakewing Gaming and Study Mounts. What are the Gaming Drag today? I'm coming back at you with a Let's Play episode of Promises to Keep. So y'all, let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go. I laugh then, and it feels genuine. Moment by moment, I'm shaking off the dream. I'm only joking, of course. Artemis would never let me get hit by a truck. Never let you do anything fun, huh? Heh, pretty much. I'm sorry about the little spat we had in the kitchen earlier. I know it wasn't a good time for it. I remember Ollie's irritation yesterday when the power went out. You're right, he's very protective of you. Extremely, even when I don't need or want it. Ollie's tone is only slightly bitter, annoyed more than actually upset. But also, you know, sometimes I'm really not sure what I need or want. But that's nice. I just need to have someone I know will be on my side. Someone I know will make good decisions for me. And the rest of the time, I just have to argue with him a little. To be honest, I think he feels the same way about me. He'll come to me in serious situations and ask my advice, too. And I like it when he does that. It makes me feel like he truly values my opinion, which is not something I'm used to. And sometimes it feels like everybody's too busy babying me to actually listen to anything I say. Even through the thick hoodie pocket, I can see him fiddling with his claws. Whenever Oliver opens his mouth, it's just another problem that they have to solve. I can see the exasperation in their eyes before I can even finish my sentence. I let his words hang in the air for a few moments, gently waiting for him to continue, and when he doesn't, I softly say, No, I listen to you, Ollie. I promise. I appreciate that more than you know. Ollie, can I ask you something? Go ahead. I just wanted to make doubly sure that you're still okay with me calling you Ollie. He laughs softly, picking at one of his claws. Yes, I still am. I've noticed that everyone else has been calling you Ollie, too. Yes, they are. And that's still fine? Yes, I think it is. I was so anxious about it at first. I'm just not good at meeting people. At work, everyone calls me Oliver, and work is almost always how I meet new people, so that's how I introduce myself. It's my adult name, my professional name, and I always feel like I need one of those since I'm getting so old. What? Huh? You went to college with Artemis, right? So you can't be that old. Well, I guess. How old are you? I'm 27. Ollie, you're only 1 year older than me. Listen, I'm not saying you're old or anything, I am older than you, and I just feel really old, and... Ollie becomes a whirlwind of flailing arms and claws, desperately trying to explain himself. You're literally objectively not old. I know, but if you don't think I'm old, then you shouldn't feel old. Fair? Fair. Ollie picks at his claws again. I'm just not taking it very well, that's all. I'm just not taking it very well, that's all. The slow funeral marched to 30. And I know people hate it when you say that, it's how I feel. Don't let Leo catch you talking like that. Oh god, never. But I guess overall, I never minded when you called me Ollie because you put me so at ease, Leo. I've never opened up to anyone this quickly. Well, except for Artemis, of course. He's special. I can see what you mean. Good, because he and I are going to stick together forever. I almost laugh at the sincere way Ollie says such a childish line, but something stops me. He clearly believes it. Beyond a shadow of a doubt. Without meaning to, I yawn loudly, covering my mouth and settling deeper into the pillows. Sorry, Ollie, but I'm fading fast here. I can see that. You go to sleep whenever you like. My eyelids feel so heavy. But what about you? Oh, you worry about me. You've had quite a shock tonight. You deserve to rest. And if you wake up again before sunrise, I'll be here for you. The room begins to fade into soft, gentle darkness. Good night, Ollie. Good night, Leo. In what feels like an instant, I return to the world. I pinched myself once, hard, on the back of my paw. Ow. Definitely not a dream. The sunlight filters softly through the blinds, gently caressing my adjusting eyes. I shift slightly in bed, stretching my stiff legs and arms. My joints snap, crackle, and pop. What did Ollie say about the slow funeral march to 30? I sit up against the headboard and take in the room. The dino himself was nowhere to be found, but I spy a single post-it note stuck on the bedside table, alongside a toasted bagel with butter and a tall glass of orange juice. Went downstairs for lunch. Ollie. The little heart looks drawn over and indents the paper, like he struggled to get it exactly right. A sweet boy. Wait a minute. Lunch? I searched the blankets for my phone and checked the time. 3:30 p.m. I've slept most of the day away. I stretch again, arching my back and rolling my neck, chasing the stiffness of my slumber away. I think I needed this more than I realized. My stomach grumbles, grumpily reminding me of something else I need. I tear into the bagel with abandon, doing my best to keep crumbs out of Ollie's bed. It's a little stale from sitting out so long, but I hardly even notice. Taking a long gulp of the sweet tart juice, I adjust the blinds, letting more of the sparkling daylight into the room. It is still snowing, but lighter than before, and the bright white blanket amplifies the watery sun struggling to break through the clouds. As my senses adjust to the waking world, I hear indistinct voices and sounds coming from the old radiator next to the computer desk. The voices are too muffled to hear what they're saying, but I recognize Ollie and Rofi, along with the clattering of dishes and the running of the sink. The gentle noises must travel up through the heating system. Alright, switching to this one. There we go. Crack another open. Alright. That's kind of nice, actually. Even if you stay in this little bedroom, you can still keep track of the goings-ons happening in the house. I'm beginning to see why Ollie likes it up here. As if on cue, the sound of his soft tinkling laughter floats up through the radiator. Ugh, I love his little laugh. Okay, Leo, let's go rejoin society. I take a moment to gather myself, slipping my phone to my pocket and devouring the last of the bagel. Maybe there's still time for me to help with lunch. Not that they'll let me, but I can at least offer. After one final deep breath, I twist the handle and pull open the door. The upstairs hallway is quiet, and all the doors are shut. Maybe I'm not the last one awake after all. Unlikely. I gently pad down the stairs and head towards the kitchen. And there they are. Leo, you're awake! Before I can answer him, the dog hits me with a flying hug. Oof! I am for now, but another one of those hugs might knock me out again. Over the top of Rofi's fluffy head, I can see Ollie holding back a giggle. He looks happy, if a little tired, clutching a steaming mug of coffee. Probably not his first of the day. Rofi pulls away and gives me the once-over, clearly checking to see if I'm hurt. He must have heard about last night. I was starting to get a little worried, that's all. Did you sleep well? Like a rock. I guess some things never change, huh? Anyway, come here, have a seat. Let's get you some lunch. I can help if you need No. That will not be necessary. Ollie and I already took care of it. It's nothing fancy, just grilled cheese and tomato soup, but it's always been one of my favorite winter meals, so yeah, that's a good mix. My stomach growls again, heedless of its earlier conquests. That sounds perfect, actually. Then sit. Let me pamper you a little, okay? Please? Okay, I'll sit, but only if you two sit with me. Deal. Of course. Ollie lumps another spoonful of sugar into his mug while Rofi busies himself with the soup. Immediately after I settle into one of the chairs, a savory smell hits me like one of Rofi's hugs. This is gonna be so good. I'm so excited. You should be. I've had a ton already, and it's delicious. That doesn't surprise me at all. What doesn't? That it's delicious, or that he's already had a ton? Both. Hilarious, Leo. Thank you. I turn to Ollie. And thank you for breakfast, Ollie. The dino looks up from his phone with a gentle smile. I wasn't sure when you'd wake up or how hungry you'd be, so I kept it simple. It's perfect. Good, I'm glad. Ta-da! The dog sets a steaming bowl of savory soup in front of me, along with a crispy grilled cheese on a little plate. Your food, sir. Thank you, sir. Oh, I forgot to ask, Leo, would you like a cup of coffee? Yes, please. God, yes. Yes, actually, I think I need one. Ollie nods, rising from his chair again. Rofi? No, thank you, I don't drink coffee. I didn't think so. Yeah, can you imagine this guy after a shot of espresso? A truly frightening thought. Wow, you two are full of them today, huh? Laughing, Ollie heads back over to the coffee machine, grabbing me a mug on the way. And soon I have a hot cup of fresh coffee to go with my delicious meal. What excellent service. We try our best. After a few hearty sips, I ask the main question on my mind. So, how are things at the den? Pretty much settled, right, Rofi? Yep. Between the 5 of us, we were able to clean things up pretty quickly. I think once again the glass-trimmed floor and the ripped chair cushions. That's kind of surprising. You guys ever fix the window? Mostly. Artemis had some plywood at his place that he let us borrow. Though, Theo did say that you probably shouldn't sleep there. The den doesn't hold heat well anymore. Oh. Well, that's okay. But I can help you move your stuff wherever you'd like. Just let me know. You're more than welcome to stay in my room, Leo. Ollie speaks up, turning slightly red. To be honest, I hadn't even considered moving anywhere else. That little room was so cozy and comfy, and Ollie was there. If you don't mind, then yes, I'd like to. I don't mind at all. Ruffy's warm blue eyes sweep over the two of us. Then I guess it's settled. I'll carry the air mattress. Ollie, would you mind getting Leo's bags? I can do that. Hey, whoa, hold on a minute. I've hardly even started eating. Ruffy freezes, already halfway out of his chair. We can all just chill for a minute, yeah? Then once I'm done eating, I can help carry stuff upstairs. Okay. So get a load of this. Me and Ollie were talking, right? And as it turns out, he makes some of the software I use at work. I mean, it's not like I made it myself. I'm just one of the programmers. Still, though, isn't that neat? What did you say earlier, Ollie? I thought it was really profound. Ollie kneads his claws together, looking more embarrassed by the second. Well... Ruffy and I wait patiently, the silence only answered by the clack of my spoon. I think it was something like, we're all more interconnected than we realize. Today's world can feel so isolated despite, or maybe because of the ubiquity of technology. But even if it's through work or through a friend of a friend, we as people are still linked to one another. Those threads are still there, even if they've just become harder to see. Or something like that. I think you're totally correct. Those threads are still there, even if we lose track of them. Sometimes they're just waiting for you to pick them back up. Alright, y'all, I'm actually going to pause it right there. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Anyway, I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!